Hi, good morning. Welcome back to Mike's Diabetes World. Well, today was an exciting day. We had a site change. So believe it or not, right now I'm fully calibrated. I have to calibrate again by 14:52. My current blood sugar is sitting at 9.8. Take a look at our back history. Everything is green, so we're all happy. I have 7 days of sensor life left. All in all, good. Okay. So 9.8, we started going crazy. I've had a few corrections, but I'm starting to come down. Time and range over the last 24-hour periods. While it's not a stellar day, it has its perks. 82%. We're still higher than the 70%, which is the main criteria. This part is a little disheartening. Above 10 millimoles, I was 10%. 10s all seem to be the number. In range 82, and also below 3.9, I was 8% of the time. So let's go do our math. So if we figure out how long we have, it's 1% counts for 15 minutes. So 8 times 15, we're about 2 hours. So if I divide that by 60, that gives me 2 hours. I was below 3.9, which isn't good. Because remember, for me, my doctor wants it at 0. All in all, pretty good. So let's go back, and average sugar is 7, which I can hone it in a bit more when we get rid of this. These two areas are what we're working on today. We're working above the 10 millimoles and below the 3.9. That's as it. Today I want to discuss, what do you do when you've reached your limits and you can't go any further? So stay tuned. This channel is provided for informational purposes only. Contact your physician for any diagnostic or treatment plan. Reaching your limits. What I want to really hone in on today is when things just get so heavy that you've done the best you can and things still aren't going and you're just fed up with it. You need to be open to the possibility that you may need help with things. Back in my day, I wasn't ready to take full control of my diabetes. My parents were kind of, here's the keys, go run your diabetes. I physically wasn't. I would forget things. I'd eat whatever I want, and I wouldn't take extra insulin for it. And my life was a mess as a diabetic. Sometimes for me, sometimes not for me. I got into a cycle where I was going low every 5 minutes. And I went in the hospital, and I came back, and when I came back, I was on 2 shots a day instead of one. It was broken up. And I still really didn't clue in. I didn't clue in really till I was about 23 and kind of, okay, well, maybe I really do need to take control of my diabetes. So I did. I wish it was saying, oh, it was that simple. One day I just woke up and said, yes, I can do it. I'm going to do it. And life's going to be wonderful from now on. No, it's not that easy. There are people who can't do it because of mental health issues, and that has a block. And if you have a block about your care, you need to speak to someone about it. But if it's just you, I would say, like me, at first I was pretty well lazy. It wasn't until I started taking control and seeing where my blood sugars were on how much better things are when you are in control. That made me drive, and I still have that drive in me today. Am I always that great? No, as you can see, I'm close to, if I probably did a blood sugar, I'd probably be 10 something. So I'm not the perfect diabetic, and you probably will never be the perfect diabetic, but you have to do your best. Just not caring is something different. I become a labile diabetic. I'm hard to control. So we need to be more adapt and more open to learning. I think that's your first step. If you've, maybe that's your second step, because we talked about asking for help. But if you're so down that there's too much going on, one, get help. Two, I would try to start things in what I call digestible chunks. Achieve. When you start achieving something good on your diabetes, that is when things get better. I've spoken before about this and how when you get wins under your belt, things get better. These are days I really wish I didn't have diabetes and would just sit there and oh hum, yeah, I have diabetes. Well, I don't wallow in it for long. I know there's not much we can do, but we keep our things passionate. It's now a passion of mine. I want that elusive 100%. But if I don't achieve it, life's not going to end. Life's still going to go on. But tomorrow, and I talked to you today about it. Let's take a look at blood sugars. But we talked about here. While this is still at 82%, which is a win that it's greater than 70, above 10 and below 3.9 are two areas that need to work on today. So we're going to try to control it. It's not magically going to happen, especially if you are suffering from labile diabetes like myself. But you do need to try to practice and learn and start getting those wins and start to celebrate those wins. Watch what you eat. Maybe a chunk. The first digestible chunk we really need to worry about, though, is you taking your insulin. That's the number one. 1B is you doing your glucometer read. Those two are non-negotiable. There's an old saying God only gives you what you could handle. I don't know how true that is, but breaking things down into smaller, easier steps or digestible chunks will help you achieve your goal. Now, there's always going to be something you can work on with diabetes. I see it every day. Other people also see it for every day. So be alert and be passionate about obtaining your goals and celebrating the wins. How do you celebrate the wins? Well, congratulate yourself. Feel good. If there's that special treat that you want, I don't know, let's say it's ice cream from your local ice cream parlor. If you achieve your goals for 2 weeks, you can celebrate with that. Or taking time, sitting down, reading a book you like. All of these helps you fight back the urge of saying, it's too much, I can't handle it. Now, I did say something at the beginning of this video I want to touch on a little bit more here. If you find the need to get help, don't be embarrassed. Get the help. Discuss it with your diabetes doctor, with your diabetic nurse, your education center. They will come up with counselors if you need it. Review, go to classes. Most diabetes regions within Canada, and I think pretty much in the States, any medical center will have diabetic classes. Try to get in those classes. Go back, learn the basics. Get into a habit of achieving those and then achieving the next one. And I won't say before you know it, but one day you'll wake up and, oh, you know what? Since I've been watching my blood sugars, it's been better. And you're not going to be reaching those limits of, I chose a picture for this video in the title page of dangling, that you're just kind of on a cliff, and if you don't follow your diabetes, you're gonna fall. Well, the purpose of that is to show we all feel that way at times. We may not speak about it, but we all feel that we're just on the edge, that we've achieved our goals, but I don't know how the hell I did that. I just happened to take the right amount of insulin at the right time. The last time I felt that way is I took a correction with a syringe, and I took it and I sat there all day worrying about, oh, I'm gonna go down low. And I didn't. I just came in line. Now that doesn't mean you take a whole bunch of insulin and just say, oh, I'm gonna go low, and worrying about it will take care of the problem. That's not what I'm saying at all. But learn from those little hiccups and learn, okay, I did this with this, so let's try to replicate that. And as soon as you start replicating, things will come more and more in line. And that is when you get better control. Now remember, you get the cold, you get the flu, things are going to happen. If you're in my predicament, where I could be high 1 minute and then low, I see it almost every day recently here. My diabetic nurse will cut back insulin and I'll get better, and then all of a sudden I'll need that insulin again. After eating the same amount of food, it's just a total beep show. But you can do this. It takes time. Don't feel so overwhelmed that you can't take or you won't take care of your diabetes at all. Get help if you need it. Attend classes. Break down tasks into digestible chunks or steps and work on it. Work on it every single day. Things will end up being better. Don't give in to your steps. Work on them. You can do this. I thought I'd never get control. And while I'm still not 100% in control all the time, I'm a hell of a lot better than I was. Have a great day, and we'll talk again tomorrow. My next vlog topic will be Hey, it's Mike again. Just wanted to step in and say tomorrow's video, we're going to talk about rebounding. What is rebounding and how does it affect our diabetes? Remember, 8 a.m. Pacific, my videos come out every weekday. Every week. Every day of the week, sorry. Have a great day, and we'll talk again soon. Bye now. My email is mikesdiabetesworld@gmail.com. mikesdiabetesworld@gmail.com.